Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Who Killed Kenny 9, aka Stuff Crust for the win, aka that guy who uses his iPhone to capture really shitty highlights of his speedruns. Um, yeah, so I haven't really been uploading ever, and that project that I said where I was going to do the speedruns for Halo 3, that totally didn't happen, so I'm here with one of them that's kind of close. Um, I did it in a run which ended up failing because I suck. So, that's that. About Rock Band, I don't really play it very much anymore. It's kind of boring as fuck to play drums on it. Thinking about picking up a guitar eventually. Depends on if I buy an X-Bone or not, because that's expensive, and I kind of want to pick it up for the Master Chief Collection and NHL 15, which may or may not have EA SHL on it, which is the only reason to buy it, and EA sucks as a company. I'm talking a lot, and it's probably stupid. I do want to pick up a capture card if I don't pick up an X-Bone, because this iPhone stuff just isn't cutting it, so I guess I'll just start with the actual speed run, because people probably don't want to hear me talk for like 6 hours straight. As you can see up in the top right corner, I was a major, or whatever it is, because I suck at online matchmaking. I tried playing MLG, but I'm pretty terrible at that as well. So here you start off, you don't really do anything fantastic. You do a nice little jump right there to optimize your movement. It saves probably like a half second and nobody really gives a shit. Once again, another jump there, that saves like a half second. Do a pretty good job. Meleeing does not increase your overall movement speed. I can guarantee you that. It's not a thing. Although some ex-community members may or may not have thought it was a thing, but yeah. I'm just walking. I'm walking. I'm walking. Probably walk some more. Shoot this guy, grab his plasma pistol. That's for later on. There's like a gravity hammer guy later on that you need to shoot him with a plasma pistol. It makes it easier. Some people use a frag. I prefer plasma pistol. Deal with it. I shoot those guys, not really any importance. Just feel like it. Maybe grab a plasma grenade if that's possible, but they didn't drop any. If you shoot that explosive, you can actually kill some of those enemies at the same time if they're close enough to the explosive, but unfortunately it wasn't there at that point in time. You have to shoot all these guys in the hangar because the next wave of phantoms doesn't appear unless you kill everybody around here. So, yeah. I throw a grenade there, it makes it easier because you can find grenades everywhere and you can kill those guys really quickly and move on to these guys, kill them really quickly. Grenades are pretty abundant in the hangar if you're able to actually go and grab them, because later on I'm going to want more than a couple of grenades since I don't have a very good strat later on for a different section that I need to learn. Here I'm looking for plasma grenades, just in case at the end when I can leave the hangar I can grab an extra plasma grenade. Here what I do for this set of enemies, I shoot the first 3 grunts, I fail right there. Luckily they clean up that grunt. Most of the time the soldiers won't kill your enemies. If you stand under there, you can actually melee that guy and shoot him really quickly. Some people don't do that. Some people actually, for the more optimized way to do this level, you back up and throw grenades from really long distance and shoot them so that you can get out of this hangar way faster. I'm not good enough to do that, so I don't do it. Here I'm looking for more plasma grenades because I only have one. Plasma grenades are important for me later on. Like I said before, you can find random plasma grenade drops here, so that's where I always get the extra ones. Sometimes you don't get lucky and you don't get any and then I'm screwed. But, I mean, for ILs it wouldn't really be a big deal. So, some more running, more running, more running, meleeing. Looks pretty cool. That's my washing machine going off right now, if you can hear that. It's a pretty cool sound. There's drones that fly right in front of that grated kind of window thing. You can actually throw a plasma grenade at the marine and kill all of them, but I don't do that because I need a plasma grenade. And 2, you want to get to the turret as fast as possible because you can shoot that pipe. If you aim right at the pipe, you can kill basically almost all the drones that come out of there. if you're there fast enough. There, I did a slide jump. That's basically just crouching and jumping on a slanted surface. It gains you more speed and more momentum. Um, Saves you barely any time, but I like doing it anyway. Here I try to do another one and I fail twice, which is pretty embarrassing. And that's why I melee, because it's pretty embarrassing. Dude, that washer is just going ham right now. Probably can't even hear my voice. Um, Here I shoot the dude with the plasma pistol, shoot him in the head. Clutch, easy to go through there, grab the hammer. You want the hammer, it's very important. I get a shitty hammer power right here. Like, you can get a range from like 50 to 90. I'm saying like a lot because I'm terrible at speech and I just say things and it's really annoying. Here you can get the grate to pop up if you crouch and throw the grenade directly down. The grenade will just sit there on the floor, just will pop the grate up perfectly and then hammer off the grate, so then you can go really, really fast. One of the things you want to do is you want to kind of hit the hammer at the top of the grate almost. That's where you can get the most speed. Once again, I hammer off that grate to get across the gorge. There was a lot of old ways that they used to do it and it was pretty shit, and that's really easy. Just want to get up really close to the grate, hit A and hammer, and you'll go flying across, and it's just a matter of the feel thing, and you'll eventually get used to it. I jumped onto that light over there to get into the elevator early. It only saves you like maybe 2 seconds, so not important. Here, I jump onto the Pelican. Some people shoot an explosive or something and it kills a couple of the brutes. I don't know how to do that yet because I don't practice. But there, I use the 2 plasma grenades to kill those brutes so that these brutes spawn up here, kill them all with the hammer, which wastes hammer for later launches, which kind of sucks, but you kill those guys pretty fast. Then these guys spawn after you kill the guys up top. Kill those guys as fast as possible. Use grenades if you can, so you don't waste time walking towards them. These guys are a pain in the ass, the remaining brutes, because they fly all over the place, and they're sometimes hard to locate. But luckily, that wasn't too bad of a fight there. It could have been shaved by a few seconds, which would have been nice, but all in all, I'm getting pretty good at that fight now. Here's a lot more walking, At least my wash doesn't sound like it's taking off into the off to the moon, or I don't know what it was doing. It was just freaking going off, but it's pretty sweet. Here's a Cortana scene, which is really dumb, and you can't skip it, which is unfortunate. At least not yet. Here's another box launch. Like I said, you can see how I was aiming up higher. Whenever you aim higher above the box and you jump, you tend to go further. Jumping also increases your height as well, so that helps if you're trying to get some more height on the box launch. Here, normally, when you go through the doorway, you go to the right and you hammer off that. There's a box to the side, which can launch you to the bomb, but I didn't do it because I had such low hammer ammo, but I actually had enough that I could have done it, but at the time, I didn't really think I did, so it was a mistake. It happens. I'm terrible. We'll move on. Here's a bunch of walking. You'll walk for a while. I shoot a lot of these enemies because you want to at least have a little bit shot out of your gun so you can reload later on. So you can see I canceled that reload. Coming up is there's a bunch of drones, and what you can do is you can ride them to the end of the hallway. And how you do that is you hit RB, and B. Basically, you're canceling your reload. And for some reason that action causes you to float and you fly to the end of the hallway. So it's a little faster. I kind of fail at the beginning, but it's not like it matters because I got there almost at the same time. You can see as you just cancel the reload and you're there. That's speed though. You see those cones? You can actually throw a grenade at those cones and you can get what's called a cone launch. And sometimes you can get a good distance off it, but most of the time you don't, and it's kind of hard, so I don't do them. Here's another box launch. I actually hit it alright. It could have been better. I think I aimed too low, but I don't know. I can't really tell because I'm speaking into a phone. Here I do another crouch jump, or slide jump, and then go into the elevator, and you're done. Pro tip here. After the Cortana scene disappears, or right as the elevator explodes, sorry. Once the elevator explodes and the screen goes dark, just add 17 seconds to your time and you know how much your total time is. And there you go. That was Crow's Nest. Probably one of the more fun levels in the game. One of the more skillful levels next to Floodgate. Floodgate just sucks, but you'll see that eventually if I ever get a run that doesn't suck of it. So good game. That's my plan for the future. I don't know how all that'll come together, but I'll probably eventually live stream and we'll see what happens. So, peace.